Ready? Okay, ready. Welcome everyone. This is our first episode here in Food Department. I am William.
I am Ian.
For today's episode, we'll be cooking something popular in the Philippines. Philippine delicacy. Yeah, this is famous around the world. Famous meaning that a lot of foreigners outside the Philippines are liking this. Today's episode, we'll be cooking lumpia. Okay?
Or spring rolls.
Yes, or spring rolls. Although this originated in China, but there's a Filipino version of that. First things first, what we need are...
What we're going to prepare is for a 2-pound minced pork. This will make around 80 to 90 pieces of spring rolls. With this, I'm going to use 1 big onion. You can use red or you can use white. I usually use red. We need 2 eggs, 1 egg per pound. Let's say you have 3 pounds. I put 3 eggs. I'm gonna put celery, usually 2, but this time I got small celery stock. 1 big bell pepper. It has more flavor for me. And 2 carrots. I'm gonna use lemon. And I'm also going to put soy sauce. This is a Filipino soy sauce, but you can use any dark soy sauce. We are also going to use black pepper and salt and a little bit of sugar. In addition to that, we are using cheese. I like Eden cheese, but you can use any other cheese. And of course, the spring roll wrappers. First, you have to prepare all your vegetables. Make sure it's all washed. The celery, I usually peel it, especially if it is big. I just take off the hard part like this.
You know what? The way I peel this celery, I use a peeler. It's a lot easier. So, for example, I do this. It's a lot easier that way than using a knife.
Not really.
Oh.
Knife is easier. See?
Oh, for me,
Just
I use
one,
this.
and then that's it. This is not really a young celery. Take out those hard strands. When we're done doing that, we are just going to slice it, cut it in half, get it in quarters. Once you're done cutting it lengthwise, you cut it crosswise. If you don't love celery, if you don't like the taste of celery, you can just use just 1 stalk. So that's the celery. Let's cut the bell pepper. There's of course a proper way of doing this, but I just do it this way. Take out the white part. Bell pepper at the same size as the celery. Just chop it like this. We're gonna put all the ingredients in the bowl. So let's just all put it in. The next one is the carrots. Of course, we have to peel the carrots. This time we're gonna use the peeler. Okay, now for the carrots, we have 2 ways of doing this. If you have the time, you can always chop it really fine. This should be smaller than celery and your bell pepper. So make this as thin as you can. What I usually do is I grate it. So this is another way of doing it. Just grate it coarsely. It's faster. And it has the same flavor. Anyway, you have the diced celery and the bell pepper. So this one, I grate.
So next, we're going to chop this onion. We have a big onion. So we need to chop it. Remove the skin. Then chop it into bits. Tiny bits. Okay, now we're done chopping all the vegetables, the onion, the celery, and carrots. We put it now in this big bowl. Now we're going to put the eggs, the lemon, and also the cheese. Let's start with the eggs. So we need 2 eggs.
The lemon was a bit small and the juice wasn't that much. We're gonna add the entire lemon. Okay, you can always use the squeezer. We have that, but for the sake of those who don't have the squeezer, we'll use the knife. Here's what you do. Put the knife at the edge of one side and then squeeze it like this. You'll get more juice. Okay, so turn it around until you completely squeeze out all the juices from the lemon.
Okay, next we're gonna use a cheese. So we need the cheddar cheese. So if you can find this brand, this is a Filipino food. So I would advise you to, as much as possible, get some Filipino products. But if you cannot find one in your area, any cheddar cheese will do, as long as it's not that strong.
Okay, after we have put all the ingredients, we are going to season it to taste. First, we put some salt. You can use any salt. I'm using table salt, around 1.5 teaspoon of table salt, 1.5 teaspoons of pepper. I put 3 teaspoons of sugar, and then for the wet ingredient, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's around 5 teaspoons of dark soy sauce. We mix all of this. It's best to use your hands. So if you're just doing it for your family, make sure your hands are clean and use your hands to mix it. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna use my hands. It's easier. So this is how it should look like. We are ready to wrap it. I usually use 2 spoons, one for scooping and the other spoon will help in forming. I saw some who use a piping bag, which is also a good deal, but for me, 2 spoons will do. Okay, so I have here doll spring roll pastry. Any lumpia wrapper or any spring roll wrapper will do, but I find this easier to use and very crunchy, crispy. What we just need to do is to open it. Let's just spin it this way. Oops. Don't be scared if it gets torn, because you can always do something about it. Okay, so now we're ready to roll. Here's what we need to do. We just have to place the wrapper like this on the plate. We have some water here. Based on our experience, on my experience in making lumpia, water always works. So some use egg, but me, water is okay. We do it this way. Get around a spoonful and then distribute it. We roll it this way. Make sure that it's tight and nice. Fold the edges like this and then roll it until you get to the end and seal the end with water. And we have one nicely rolled lumpia. I cannot wait to eat it. Okay, now we'll do some more. I'll make one more. Again, roll it this way. Fold the edges and then put water and seal it. Do this step until all the filling has been wrapped. Okay, 3 delicious lumpia up. Now we're gonna fry it. You can use any vegetable oil. I'm using canola oil. So we're heating the oil now to fry our lumpia. Medium heat. But before you put the lumpia, make sure the oil is hot or else the oil will sit in the lumpia. So make sure the oil is really hot. Okay, fry it until it's golden brown. I would suggest if you have a strainer, it would be better to let it drip on a strainer first before putting it on a paper towel so that it will remain crispy. Since I don't have any strainer, I'm just gonna put it straight to a plate with a paper towel.
Voila!
So, this is our finished product of the most delicious lumpia in the world.
Well, although she did all the job, I did all the, you know, the filming. Anyway, let's try this. Yeah. It's good.
Really good.
This one will never get old.
Try it.
Yeah.
We can also dip this in chili sauce,
Okay.
vinegar,
Mm-hmm.
ketchup, but this alone is
Yeah.
perfect.
Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed watching that. I hope you learned something. And if you like this, hit the like button, subscribe down below, and share this video to your friends. And enjoy cooking. Bye.